Hello, I'm your Super Teacher Gorby, and today we'll be discussing tournaments, specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG tournaments. Tournaments can be broken down to locals, WCQ regionals, national/European championships, Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series, also known as a YCS, and finally, World Championships. Locals are your local tournaments, usually done in OTS stores. Your local card shop will have weekly tournaments where a handful of players meet up to play some competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! These players range from anywhere between 6 players to 10 players to 20 players. Very small, only a couple hours of play, not that big, very low stakes. If you win, you get an award, which depends on how big your locals is, can be anything from card packs, booster boxes, money, or even a game console like a PlayStation 5. Small entry cost though, typically very low key events, low stakes, not to be taken that seriously. People here use locals as a way to experiment and practice their competitive decks. WCQ regionals are tournaments where typically the surrounding players of the area will be participating. While some players travel, if you live in Los Angeles as an example, most players in the event will be from the California area. There will be a lot of players traveling to these areas to compete though. Imagine a big super tournament where all the players of all the local stores all meet to play one another. In Europe, they have national championships, which are a step above WCQ regional events. They are a countrywide affair. More players means greater competition, and at this point the level of competition begins to rise at a high level with players with years of experience topping in these tournaments. For Europe, it's the European Championship. For North America, we got the North American Championship. These are prestigious tournaments where thousands of players compete in. These are invite only. The YCS is the most popular tournament out there for Yu-Gi-Oh!, where hundreds upon thousands of players from across the globe meet to play one another. What makes them special is that it is an open tournament where anybody and anyone can participate in. YCS Utrecht had an estimated 2,000 players competing. If you want to test yourself among a vast field of players, YCS tournaments should be your destination. These Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments take place across the globe, from places like Las Vegas, Washington, Los Angeles, Germany, Italy, and Brazil. Finally, the grandest prize of them all, the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship. They are invite only, where you can only participate if you are invited as a result of your tournament success. The best OCG and TCG players meet up within a local sized tournament with a unique ban list. The prizes typically are not that good, as you get miscellaneous items as your reward, prize cards and more boxes and packs to go pull more cards. For the most part, you are participating in these tournaments not really for any monetary gain, but you're doing it because you want to challenge yourself and test your abilities as a duelist relative to everyone else. If you like competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, then you will enjoy being part of these events. Even if you are not a competitive player, I think you should at least try and participate. If you want to be up to date on any major tournaments that are above the local level, you can check on the link below attached in the information. It's called YugiohCard.com website under events. Under the events tab, you can go find which events or tournaments you want to go compete in or you want to look into. YCS and national tournaments have a tendency of being 2-day events. It all depends on the player count really. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments can last as long as throughout an entire day. I recommend participating in locals first to help you get used to the grind and get your reps in. YCS tournaments invite everybody and anybody from casual players to rogue players to competitive players to champions. It's a really great area where you can go meet other players who love the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you can see how good of a duelist you are. That does it for today's lesson. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. You totally don't have to want to do so, but really cool if you did. And so I hope you do well in today's quiz. And until next time, see you later.
It's quiz time!